All right, ready when you are.
And, and we're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Oddballs TV. I'm very tired today. So there's going to be very little enthusiasm on my end. I was up too late last night
Coffee.
doing the whole. Yeah, I didn't have time to make coffee today. I'm so tired. But we have Mr. Jacob from Sybil Serpents here. I think this is the first time you've really been on a live.
Yeah, I've never even done my own like little Instagram live or anything. Never really. I think I tried a couple times and I was like, okay, that was dumb and just didn't do it, deleted it or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I do all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
But I just don't delete them. I'm like, well, that was stupid.
Yeah.
Just leave them on. So, oh, I can't move my head too much, or Mr. Sexton's going to complain about ring light in my glasses. So we're just going to talk like this all night. Is that good for you, Mr. Sexton? He's like, I'm not even listening anymore. So let's talk a little bit about who you are, where you're with, where you're at, and go.
All right. Well, let's see here. Well, I started on the ball python journey probably about 2 years ago. Kind of I was doing corn snakes and crested geckos, and I wanted to do chameleons. I was all over the place. I just wanted like to breed stuff, and I was,
Yeah.
learning about corn snakes and just, I started learning about all of the different genes and stuff. And ball pythons, I've had a ball python when I was younger. They were always cool, but I really wasn't in touch with what had become over like the last 10 years, which is,
Mm-hmm.
a lot different. So I got my first couple ball pythons. Why don't you go get the Mojo? I got a couple ball pythons from a local breeder that actually is like
Mm-hmm.
one of my mentors now. He's Mike from RP Reps, and
Okay.
he really had a lot of help for me, like deciding what I was going to do. Because, like I said, I was coming from a world of like I want like I want to breed everything. I had so many wild ideas and stuff, and then
Yeah.
over the last 2 years, I've really slimmed down to just ball pythons and crested geckos and gargoyle geckos now too. But yeah, we just I hmm? Let's get a different one then. Yeah, go get one. I'm gonna go get my mini stool. All right. Um, yeah. So I actually was looking at Morph Market. I found Morph Market, and I was just going to the jeans. And initially, I was going to get 300 snakes, like $200 snakes, and just have all these different genes. And I had no idea how it really worked and how, like
Mm-hmm.
male to female ratio and stuff. I was just, if I liked the snake, I was going to get it.
Yeah.
Then I came across uh, I came across a trio of Leopide double het clown lavender albinos that
Okay.
Sebastian from Showcase had, and he had them up for a while. And I hit him up and I told him I wasn't going to have the money, but I really was interested in them. And, I wasn't going to have the money for like a couple months and stuff. So, you know, to him, probably at the time, I was just like, a window shopper that wasn't real serious or whatever. And, uh, but over that 2 month period, I had conversations with him almost, a couple times a week. And he really helped direct me into like, hey, what do you want to do? You need to really look at all the genes and decide what you want to do. And it's, not what
Mm-hmm.
I want to do. It's what you want to do.
Yeah.
So, that really helped me like zero in on what the projects I wanted. So right now, currently I have that trio. I'm in the Monarch Clown project. I have a bunch of double hets.
Okay.
Um, I got a pretty cool male. He's a Leo spot nose, double het. And, but none of those will be going until next season. I don't have anything from that, but then I also have a Desert Ghost Clown project. And
Yeah.
I do have one female that's being paired and locking with my clown het DG male, so that's exciting. And I got some ultramel. I'm working with a lot of dark genes with ultramel, like cinnamon and black pastel. I'm gonna get hypo in there with it. I got a couple of females that are het hypo that I'm gonna start throwing around. I got a little small. I think I got what a 1-3 of mahogany pieds.
Okay.
That's kind of like a little side dealy that I kind of got into after the fact, but kind of one of my favorite pieds is the Suma pied. So I really wanted to get in that with hopes of putting clown in it and eventually,
Yeah, John
look at the one you had at first.
John wants to put cinnamon into the Suma pied.
I got
reduce that pattern.
That would be crazy, yeah.
Yeah,
totally reduce it.
Closest you're going to get to a panda pied without having a panda pied and not worrying about the kinking or the shark mouth or any of those issues that come with them.
What is that? What is that does that? Is that the
super black past? It's basically black pastel city. So black pastel city, super black pastel.
Right. Okay.
Basically anything in that 8-ball complex.
Okay. I don't know.
And somebody can correct me if I'm wrong too.
Yeah, I'm not still new on that actually. Yeah, me too. It's been cool, but I appreciate like these. I mean, I've always said like, Billy's been great, and a lot of people that have been like around. Like, I've never really experienced an industry or per se that is like.
Yeah.
There's people that are like on top of they are on top of the world in the industry. Like they're like, they're unmatched, and they'll take time. Even Justin has reached out to me and offered to help me on snakes I've had a problem eating that I bought from him. It's like everyone's been so helpful. It's actually like refreshing because I hear stories, Billy and a lot of people tell stories about, old days and how crooked people were. And it's just like, man, how easily you could get taken. The position I was in, I invested a lot of money and I could have easily gotten screwed over by, anybody.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh yeah. It's crazy because since I started doing this, obviously I'm reaching out to some of the more well-known and bigger guys. And I haven't been turned down yet.
That's cool.
Strange.
I know you kind of had like a roller coaster from like being like, I don't know if I want to go on camera to like, all right, we got, a roundhouse.
We got this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wilbur Rose and Adam from Northside Designs in June. That was insane. Speaking of Wilbur Rose, I'm going to shout him out right now. Wilbur Rose started a Patreon.
I think I saw you post about it.
Yep, there is one tier. It's a one tier fits all situation. And I did him up a Discord today. So you get Discord benefits with it too.
Oh, cool. And, it's just one tier? Is that? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one tier because, it's just one tier fits all.
That's cool.
So, yeah. I don't know how much it is off the top of my head. But it's great. And just being able to have that one-on-one with him too was great. He's becoming a very good friend and mentor.
Yeah.
Love him to death.
That's awesome. That's good. He's in Canada, correct?
He is.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go harass him.
Yeah, I know, right?
Calm down. So I can't wait. Can't wait to go harass him at CRBE. Yeah. So shout out to him. If you guys are looking for anybody's looking for a Discord, I would suggest Will Morose. Like he just started it the other day, and he's already like on there with the videos and sneak peeks of stuff he's got growing out, and I'm like, holy crap!
Yeah, that's crazy. That's cool.
Holy crap! Literally says, do not show this to anybody. And you're looking at it and you're like, holy crap. I'm not even going to say what it is, but holy crap.
Right. No, I get
it. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's insane. But it's off to a great start, great little community.
Yeah. It's cool too that
Corey asked he did that just to torture individuals directly with his puzzles. Dude, you have no idea. You have no idea. Like, yeah. That's all I'm going to say about What?
That's another cool thing
Um,
too, is that like people will post like, this bitchin' animal that they produced, and you don't see hate on there. You just see everybody just like, you know, in awe and like expressing that, and like, that's cool too, because I know in a lot of other things that I've done, there's a lot of competition that it gets nasty, and it doesn't seem like it's like that at all. Everyone's just kind of rooting everyone else on, like.
oh, jeepers. Like even just with that one thing, Will had shown, and I'm not gonna tell you what. I was like, oh my god, could you imagine putting this, and this into it? And here I am, a first year breeder, and he's like,
Hmm.
I am on that. Like, you read my mind. That's the first thing I'm doing to it. I'm like, woohoo. Uh, yeah,
Just grab one.
it's insane because in my head, I'm years ahead of what we've got downstairs in our reptile room.
Yeah. Are
Like,
you have everything in a basement below or something, or?
yeah, the
Yeah.
whole basement. So the whole basement, we've got a landing, and then we've got an office and the reptile room, the storage room. So right now, where we had moved and stuff has gone on, we're using this opportunity to revamp the reptile room. So everything's in our office right now, but all the
Okay.
ceilings down there, like if I walk, my butt's hitting the ceiling.
Yeah.
So in those two rooms, we could shut the door and easily keep it at 85 degrees, no problem, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
So I don't have to do
Especially up
heat mats.
there in winter.
Yeah, the only thing is it's killer on the power though.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, I run like a
500.
little ceramic spot heater just to keep it like 78 to 80. And
We run
that
an
thing
elect
kills it, man. I can't believe how much that thing costs to run.
we run an energy efficient electric fireplace.
Jeez. And it's
Yeah,
still a fortune, huh?
still $500 a month,
Wow.
and we're not even into the cold parts yet.
Yeah. Right.
And it's Canada,
Coming
so it's
though.
gonna get cold. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
That's cold. I know nothing about.
yeah. So I think I'm gonna go invest in one of those heaters that you plug in, but it's oil filled.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna go invest in one of those, and I'm done buying steaks. Whoops,
You're done
oopsie.
buying snakes? Is that what you said?
No, when I'm done, I'm still paying off snakes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I hear you on that.
I got too much coming,
How much you
and
got coming in?
actually I got two coming in right now.
Oh
They're
really?
just waiting for better weather. Yeah, it's a female banana fire, proven breeder.
Oh wow.
And then I have a female super fire coming that is like, there's a chance there could be banana in it. There's a chance it could be pastel. I think it's OD and asphalt too.
Oh wow. That's where
Yeah.
it's at. That's another thing I
And
recently got into is asphalt, and I got a asphalt inchy het clown male that I'm going to
yeah,
throw with everything clown that doesn't have yellow belly in my collection, going straight to
yeah,
him.
yeah. Well, this female, I've had my eye on her since the breeder,
Yeah.
April at ALP Morph, cut the egg open. And I said,
Wow.
I like that one. Something's going on with that one. It doesn't look like the others. If it's female, I want it. And
Yeah.
sure enough, it came out of the egg and it's female. And I'm like, mine.
Mine.
Because it
I
doesn't
already
look
did
like
it.
the other super fires.
Really.
Uh-uh.
Superfire. That's crazy. That's banana, you said, with
There's
that,
a
or was that
chance
the
there
other one you
could
were
be.
saying?
No, that the first one is a banana fire, female
Banana
banana
fire.
fire.
Just okay. Okay.
Yeah, proven breeder. And
Second
then
one.
this one is a 2020 super fire with a chance of banana in it, asphalt, pastel, and or OD.
What does it look like? Does it just look like a with the yellow dorsal, or is it
No,
completely
there's
different?
some yellow, but it is. I don't know if I can post a picture. I probably could, but it would cover our faces for a second. Oh, you can't. I probably
Oh, I got my
could.
phone right
Hold
here
on.
too. So.
Yeah, it'll cover our faces for a second, but I can do it. I just have to find her. But yeah, that would be her.
I don't see it.
You don't
Is
see
it
it?
coming?
No, it's up there. It should be over our faces, but yeah, it's pretty. It's white, but the yellow is
Oh, there it
highlighter
is.
yellow.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah,
like
the
almost like
yellow's
pink.
highlighter yellow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's
insane.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's cool.
she should
That's gonna
be.
be fun figuring
Yeah.
out what's in that thing.
Oh yeah, but if you hold on, I'll pop it back up again. If you look,
I got
like
an
there's
ivory.
some. Well, there's some
Go
pink
ahead.
and stuff to her too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you can see it.
I am pretty sure she will prove it to be asphalt. I am 100% convinced she will prove it to be asphalt.
She has to. She has to.
Yeah, she has. I mean, I'll be joking if she does.
Yeah.
She'll be going first thing to my Mojave asphalt or a male freeway if I have one at that point.
Yeah.
Depends on what happens this year. And then after that, she'll go to my OD City Enchi Fire / Vanilla.
Yeah, I got an ivory female het clown. She might be a mess of other genes. Um, and I was thinking like, along I don't want to get mixed up in that whole asphalt / yellow belly thing,
Yep.
as far as what I produce, So I thought, that's the way to go with that. And obviously a super asphalt is you're spending, 4K
Yep.
minimum, something like that. So I mean, you can get, so the ivory was my route and then get the asphalt male. So that
So
way everything will
2020,
be yellow belly or freeway, and I won't have to
I'm
distinguish between the two,
yeah, if my female does okay, because she went a long time without eating and now she's just starting to eat and get back into a rhythm. If she keeps going the way she's going, I should be able to breed her next year in 22, and then I'll have a shot at Mojave Super Asphalt.
Nice. That'll be awesome.
Oh yeah,
It's exciting.
sold a few of them. Yeah, I'm trying to keep as many supers as possible.
So I've had like 4 or 5 locks. I did a breeding loan with Cali Tex, Josh from Cali Tex.
Okay. Yeah.
Exotics.
Yeah.
He lives local to me, semi-local, and he sent out his got a super phantom female that I'm putting with my clown het DG, trying to get some so that'll be a pretty cool little thing we got going between us. But between that and my own, I have like 4. I've had 4 locks, so 4 different females locked. So this
yeah,
will be my
we've
first
had
year producing eggs or anything. I mean, even I never had luck with corn snakes. By the way, I didn't mention that. Corn snakes were.
yeah.
I went 2 years trying to breed them, and I could never get. I don't know if I was doing the brumation wrong or what. And my females were just reluctant to breed every time.
Yeah. So how many pairings could you have this year in total? If everything.
So I've only had I've had 6 pairings counting the loan, but 5 locks from those 6.
Yeah.
I have a fire spider het female or het clown female that's just not doing anything. So I paired her a couple times locking.
Yeah, we've been lucky so far. 3 out of 3.
Nice.
I've lost.
I was hoping.
Yeah.
That's always a good way to start.
3 out of 3 so far. Doesn't mean a thing.
No,
still
you're
have
right.
One more female that's a proven breeder, but she is not quite. She just started building.
Right.
So she's not ready yet. Like I can't feel anything on her. So not yet. I'd rather use the males for the people who are ready. So she's not ready yet. And then I'm that close to being able to have my female pastel lavender posset pied at breeding weight. Like so close.
So close, huh?
So close. It'll just be like another few weeks or a month, depending on how she's eating. Really.
It amazes me some of the snakes I got at the same time, like back in March, I think it was. They were all 300 grams to 450 grams, and it's crazy that some of them are like only gained like 300 grams in that time, and others are like at 1,400 grams now. It's just
Oh
crazy to me
yeah.
how you know
I got a
eating patterns of a
29
snake, man.
I got a July 2019 female who eats like crazy, but she's sitting at 850 grams,
And she eats.
and she eats.
Yeah, that's when it's really crazy. I got a male like that. I don't understand where he puts it.
Just the way she's. Some of them grow fast, I'm learning, and some of them are not. Doesn't matter. Apparently, I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
feeding her every week. She's slamming the food back. So, and then we had one that hit that 1,000 gram wall, and now she's like really slowing down. I thought that was a whole urban legend, the 1,000 gram wall, but apparently it is not. None of that. So, and then I've got a
And
male
they're
clown that's like
still, and they're
1,600
not growing.
grams. Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, you're lagging out there a bit.
I'll show you one of my. Am I lagging?
Yeah. There. Almost back. There you go.
I'm back.
Type of speed. Yep. You're dark though. We can't see you.
Is it darker?
Yeah, it's dark. That's why I have a $13 ring light. Sign me up.
Still?
Yep, that's better. It's just the word, the lighting. So what is that? Tell the people.
This is an inchy spot nose Leo double het clown desert ghost. So
Nice.
hopefully inchy desert ghost Batman's.
Yeah.
And she's a little she's a little snappy, so I'm kind of keeping my eye on her. But I just wanted to show her off real quick. She's got a cool head stamp. She's one of
Yeah.
my faves. I got her through Justin back in March.
Okay.
She's one
Yeah.
of those ones that's like that hit like the 900-gram wall and just won't get any bigger.
Yeah. I'm starting to get that with some of them. They still eat. They're just like slowing right down.
Yeah.
I need some desert ghost in my life.
That's
I
nice.
need some desert ghost. I need to make a super asphalt DG. I need that for like 5 projects I'm about to do. So
Are you a
I'm
DG
harassed.
enhancer person?
I don't know. I've never seen them in person, so I can't really. I like Desert Ghost.
Yeah,
I've seen that. I've seen Desert Ghost in person. I haven't seen Enhancer in person. So I'm gonna
I've
stick with
seen
what I've
them.
seen in person so far.
I've seen them both in person, but I mean, there's so much polymorphism and stuff. I haven't seen enough with my own eyes, like right in front of me, actually in front of me, to like
Yeah.
really say that. Oh yeah, there's a difference. I mean, there was definitely a difference between the two snakes I've seen, but I don't know if that's just because I've seen two desert ghosts that look completely different from each other.
Yeah. I'm
So
also the
I don't.
girl who can't spot nose and stuff. Like everyone's like, oh, that's spot nose, and I'm like, okay. Like I have a
That was a
steak
little
with spot
tricky.
nose in it. I have a steak with spot nose in it, and I don't know how to tell it has spot nose in it, other than the breeder told me it has spot nose in it.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
What else is in it?
okay. Banana mahogany spot nose HRA, and it's 50% het hypo,
Oh
but
Jesus.
it's insanely bright.
Thinking
So
the
like
hypo.
it, I'm thinking there's het hypo in there because I have a few het hypos. I know what that het influence does.
Yeah.
I've seen it, and I'm like, because I looked at this and I'm like, it's insanely bright. And then I was talking to the breeder, and like, what was that pairing? Like, just I'm curious. And he was like, it's this, and one of them was het hypo, and I'm like, Thought so. Because there's a spot
Yeah.
of it on its neck that is where, like, it's mahogany and it's a banana, but it's pink.
Yeah. And you're like, that's a
And
little
with,
too bright for those. Yeah.
it's got paradoxing too.
Oh, really?
It's got brown paradoxing. Like it's I can't wait for that thing to get bigger. It just started being able to eat on its own, so we're hoping
Yeah.
it'll hit about 300 to 500 grams by summer.
Have you hatched anything out yet, or are you in your first breeding?
We're still doing first season over here. I'm still doing my first pairing.
That's what I thought. I thought maybe you'd produce something. Yeah, it's
I
exciting.
produced nothing.
I got this big old incubator right here, and I haven't even been able to use it. It's like it's exciting, man. I can't wait. Like I see these guys cutting eggs and stuff, and it's just like, man, can't wait till I'm
I
doing that
can't
myself.
wait. I
It's
can't
gonna be like
wait.
a religious experience.
Yeah. Who was it? Someone gave me the advice that my first clutch, don't cut it. Let them come out on their own. They said it's nothing like watching them hatch out the first time.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Will, that's who it was. Will. He's like, just let them like crawl out for your first clutch, and then go cut the second one wide open. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I'll wait till it pips, and then I'm going to be like,
when the first one pips, yeah, it's on. I think
first
that's
one
what
pips
I'm
or they
kind
go
of gonna do
downhill.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm going
Billy
to be
always talks
calling.
about that.
And then I'm going to be calling Chris Ward at like 2:00 in the morning because I'll be like, it pipped. I don't remember what to do. And he's
Chris
going
is
to be
another
like,
one
shut
that's
up,
been
I'm
super
fishing.
helpful too, man. Chris is
Oh,
awesome.
yeah. Chris is awesome. If anybody doesn't know, Chris, the reptile ward, has a Discord. So, and it's free. And you should join it.
It's a great Discord. I love it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think it's my favorite. Don't tell Billy.
I have favorite categories of Discords. I'm an 11.
Oh, okay. So you have a plethora of options.
Yeah.
Where does Chris fit on those 11?
He's like the random one.
The random one?
Like
Somewhere
my
in the middle?
favorite random. No, it's like all the random people I know in my life.
Oh, okay.
And then like Cusco is like a family.
Yeah.
And then my go-to for information, if I need information, like if I want to get a lot of people at once for info, is to go to Billy.
Yeah.
Because half the time you just scroll through and you see it. There's so much good information in there.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of categories you can like boil it down really on there.
Yeah. And I mean, Will's just started at 2:00 this afternoon. So don't know where that fits in yet. So that'll be a good time too. A lot of Discord.
Yeah.
So many Discords. So little time. How many are you in for Discord?
I'm just 2 right now. I'm just 2 right now.
2?
It's enough for me. Like I have the time. It's funny going on Chris's because like I'll get up in the morning and have my routine or whatever, and then I'll kick my phone on for 5 minutes and Discord. I'll go to Discord and I'll just say like 70 new messages or 50 plus messages or whatever, and it's like if I sit there and scroll through all of them, I'd spend another hour in bed probably, and it's like can't do that, but sometimes it happens.
Yeah, I don't miss many messages.
Yeah, it's constant on there, and it's just a lot of I don't know what the word is. A lot of
fun.
Yeah,
time.
Yeah.
There's lots of good info there too.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely good info. And like I said, like Chris, man, there's been a couple times I've hit him up on there, like just questioned him. I had some issues. I had a snake that was bleeding all over the tub, and I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. There was no wounds. There was nothing coming out of any of her holes. It was like she was just. I walked in there and it was blood all the way around. Like it just smeared it all the way around the whole tub. And he was one of the ones that really was like, I talked to about. Billy helped me on that one too. That's scary, man. And you haven't had a rat or anything in there, and it's just like, whoa, it was a lot of blood. Like, I mean, I showed Billy the pictures, and he was like, that's a lot of blood. That's not normal. At first, it was kind of a scary thing, but it turned out she was just spraying, basically. and sometimes
What?
there's blood. Yeah, sometimes when they spray, especially when they're young, I guess they can bleed, and this one just so happened to be bleeding a lot.
Yeah. That's insane. I didn't know that they can bleed when
I
they
didn't
spray.
either. I was like, and it wasn't even my snake; it was Josh's from Caltex, dude. I'm like, dude, he brings the snake over to me and he starts bleeding to death. I'm like, what's going on, man? This sucks. But yeah, it ended up not being a
Yeah.
big deal at
So
all. She's fine.
what's your most anticipated pairing this year?
Oh, probably my. Well, I'll probably have two. I would say the Leopide double het clown lavender albino.
Yeah.
That one is probably. I mean, there's a lot of hope in that's in those odds there, but I mean, even if I don't hit Holy Grail, I'm gonna hit Clown Pieds and Dreamsicles. You know, uh,
Yeah.
actually pretty good odds to hit those. But that one and probably my Desert Ghost clown. It's clown het DG to fire double het female. Those two are probably my most anticipated. Then I got a pastel, big old giant. She's like 300 or 3,000 grams pastel hypo female that I'm putting with my lesser ultra male. That's only like 500 grams.
Mm.
The funniest thing, and they've locked.
Oh,
They've locked like 4 times for me already. It's crazy. It's the weirdest thing ever.
I'm sitting here being like, "Where's Zach? We're talking about Ultramel."
Uh oh. I like ultra.
I don't. I don't know if you know Zach. Zach is Nava Reptile.
What is the name?
Zach was Nava Reptile.
Yeah, and I've heard you. I mean, I know there's some inside joke or something with that, but I've heard you talk about it, and I think I've actually watched your live with him after the fact or something, and listened to that.
Yeah.
I kind of yeah, that's
So
cool.
he's obsessed with Ultramel to the point that Brian Cusco named him Master Ultramel in his Discord and got another person in another Discord to put Master Ultramel.
Oh wow, so it's sticking.
And so with that, he's obsessed with it, which is cool. Anytime Brian has a guest on his show, afterwards for the Patreon, they do a Zoom call. Well, every time Zach asks at Ultramel, to the point that whenever Zach does Ultramel, we start taking a drink.
Oh man,
So,
you probably get pretty drunk, huh?
sometimes it
That's
depends
funny.
on who the guest is. But yeah, he loves it. It's a beautiful feed. I want to get DG and Super Asphalt into that.
Yeah, I like it a lot too. I think it's like what banana would be. Like when I first saw banana as a hatchling, I was like, oh man, that's amazing. And then I saw pictures of what it does when it gets older, and I'm like, okay, well, that kind of lost its luster with me, anyways. But that's what like Ultramel, like that's what I want to see is that those bright oranges and all those pinks and yellows, and
Yeah.
that's such an. And then with hypo, I think that is a rad combination.
Yeah. Well, I want to go a step further and put DG into it.
That would be cool too. I wonder.
And
I'm kind of curious
Super
because
Asphalt.
I've got the Monarch project, and I'm thinking eventually I'm going to combine these projects. So I'm going to have these Monarch clowns going to DG clowns, and I'm wondering what that DG is going to do to like Monarch or Ultramel.
Yeah, I'm not huge on Monarch myself. I find that as an adult, it kind of just loses everything.
They don't get they don't they're not as bright for sure.
Shush you over there. So it's a debate in our house, Ultramel versus Monarch. So we're only bringing one of them in, and Ultramel's better than Monarch.
Well, this is how I look at it. Ultramel is really beautiful. I think it's a little bit lighter. I think it's a little different contrast going on.
Yeah.
but it's also like a lot cheaper, whereas Monarch is newer and a little bit more on the higher end price wise. But the good thing about that is there hasn't been a lot done with it, and I know there hasn't been a lot done with Ultramel as much as it should have been for as old as it is. But
Well,
I think
Ultramel's
that
got those rich, gorgeous colors though, and Monarch's kind of
yeah,
like out with
Monarch gets
age.
dark. It looks different. It looks different when it gets older, but
It's
it's
like
still I
green
still
and
like it.
brown.
Kinda. I see
Yeah.
why you say that. But I don't know. I think with clown it's gonna look really cool. I
Yeah.
think with the
Well,
dorsal and the hopefully
it's John wants Monarch. I want Ultramel, so we're going with Ultramel.
of course that's
That's
how it works.
that's that's how it
That's
works.
that so he can sleep in the house tonight.
You're not getting it. There's no. Why would you get Monarch? It's not better than Ultramel. Oh God, here we go.
Yeah, it's definitely a debate. I love it when people
Yeah.
say it's the same. And I'm just like, well,
Oh,
okay, now you're pushing it.
so I was debating last night with Brian Cusco, Banana and Coral Glow, and I'm like, they're the same, and he's like, no, they're not, and I'm like, dude, there's literally two of them imported, and one guy got one, and one guy got the other,
Yeah.
and they named them different things, and he's like, no, they're different, and I'm like, okay, is there the sex ratio same with Coral Glows? And he's like, yes. Do they pretzel? Yes, unless it's a
Yes.
super. And I was like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So walks like a duck, talks like a
Yeah.
duck. It's the mother at the duck.
What do you get when you breed them, together? The same super. So
Yeah.
yeah, I
So
think that's definitely, I think what happened there. What
yeah,
really trips me out is I've heard so many different angles on the lesser and the butter. Like
yeah.
I've heard so many different stories and people saying it's the same or it's different.
They look the
That one,
same to me in person.
yeah,
I've seen a pastel butter beside a pastel lesser, and they're identical.
yeah.
So
Who knows? It. I ball python genes are intense, man. When I was first learning,
I'm
I was just like,
learning.
and then I tell my wife and I talk to everyone, and I'm like, and they're just like, inchy, winchy, double het, double this, double that. Like they're just like, shut up already, because it's like it's Greek to them, and it really
Yeah.
is. It's crazy,
Oh, absolutely. Like, there's still some, like, somebody says something, and I'm like, who's where, what, when? Like, someone was talking about Mario, and I'm like, oh, is that a breeder? And they're like, no, it's a gene. And I'm like,
And you're like,
oh,
what?
let me
Yeah,
Google. Like,
yeah,
I'll even admit there's some genes I haven't liked until I started talking to a breeder who works with that gene and shows me everything that gene can do. Puzzle was actually one of those genes. So I was like,
yeah,
not a huge fan of it. And then I seen it in different combos and the way it can get manipulated and worked with. And I'm like, I gotta need that.
yeah.
All of the
And
puzzles. I know you want to work with puzzle too. John was a big fan of puzzles to begin with. I needed some convincing from the puzzle king.
are you not big on puzzle, or are you now? Used to not be,
I
or
I am now. I like it. It's on my radar. Especially seeing some certain things. But I wasn't in the beginning. I was just like,
it's kind of how I am right now with
not
it.
that
I'm just kind
great.
of like, I mean, it's cool and all, but it's not something that I'm like interested in getting into my project at any time in the near
Yeah,
future. But it's cool. I mean,
yeah,
it's a little pricey, so it's kind of like one of those things where you jump in and you got to kind of
yeah,
you know gauge what
yeah.
you're gonna have a plan, all that stuff, because otherwise you're
I
just
have I have a plan already.
with the
So
puzzle.
yeah, I
Oh
have a plan. I'm not saying what it is, but I have a
yeah, no,
plan.
top secret.
No, we're not. There's certain things I'll say and certain things I will not.
Yeah,
But this is not one of those I will still yet.
yeah. I
So
know. I
I've
I don't feel like I have anything like that yet. I have plans in the
yeah.
future for like quad recessive stuff, but I guess that's. I mean,
Oh my god.
I'm sure everybody is chasing that right now. You know what I mean? Like all the
My six year
us and all
old
them,
is
they've got stuff
chasing.
like that. They got stuff like that in their holdback racks that they're not showing anybody. All those big time breeders, they've got that stuff, and they're
Yeah.
working with it and they're working for it too. So,
My
but
six
it's
year old
exciting.
chasing five gene recessive project. Like she has a
Yeah,
plan.
That's
All because
crazy.
of Brian Bartek and Billy. Thank you, you guys. I know you're not watching, but thank you. Now my
Yeah.
6-year-old wants a 5 gene recessive project, and I only got 4 recessive genes in the house.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's gonna be fun.
I mean, I do
Wow.
have a triple het male, so the closest thing I have to normal is a triple het male.
Yeah. What are the heads?
Well, actually, one's a paw, so I checked this. I'm pretty sure he'll prove himself. It's cloud pied hypo.
That's cool. That's a cool
Yeah,
combo. I
yeah.
don't know. I don't think. I mean, I know there's been some made, but I don't think there's a lot of them. And if there is, nobody's showing them. Nobody's selling them. So that's one
Nope.
of those ones where you
But
got to make yourself.
yeah, and I've got a Pastavi double het hypo cloud male. So I have to get this year just to fit into our collection with what I want to do things. I need to get a female cloud het hypo with a codom or two that doesn't have bell.
Yeah.
So smash that to the past days, get hypo clouds going, put that to the other dude, prove it. I have it. I know how I'm going about it. So, oh hey Philip, I didn't see you enter my chat flagging. I went and crashed also Shane's live to hope you'll come here. Um, on the side because I'm that person. Love you, Shane. I
um.
love Shane. Another nicest dude in the industry.
Oh
I
yeah, yeah. I'm
love.
actually, I'm actually planning with Josh to go up and see him coming up,
Okay.
possibly in the
Yeah.
next couple of months. I know he's talked to him about it, and Josh has, and me and him were actually talking about it today about finding a time where we can go drive up there. He's like 4 or 5 hours north of me. He's
Yeah,
more
he's in
central California.
Bakersfield. Yeah.
Cusco's like a little bit further north than him, I think. He's or no,
Yeah,
no,
I
he's
think he's like
I think he's just more
40
inland.
minutes.
I think yeah, I think he's just more inland from
Yeah.
him,
Yeah.
a little south maybe. But yeah, Cusco, that'd be
Lily,
cool to
you will get
go see
there.
him, man.
Yeah, oh yeah. Lily, you'll get there. Lily says I'm still at 1 and 2 gene states, but someday I'll get there. Literally, I just started in April. You will get there. I'm still working on it, but I managed to score a few. We went for the males first, the powerhouse males, with a few gene females. So
What's your uh
that's
what's your favorite like codon? Just single gene.
leopard.
Leopard. That's a good one. I like it. I like Mojave.
It,
Mojave was something that caught my eye like when I didn't know anything about genes. I saw Mojave, I didn't even know it was called a Mojave. And I was just like, wow, that's crazy. Just the pattern and the darkness on the dorsal and the way the clean heads turn
I
out
like
and stuff. And
I
no,
like Mojave
I
as an
just it just caught
additive.
me. Yeah, well, yeah, that's in the next step of that. I mean, the pastabs are crazy looking for just being a double gene pastel with it. Pastel's so it
Yeah.
seems like everyone's got pastel and everything, but with that, it really brings it out. Beautiful snake.
Past who was it today? I can't remember. Somebody said to me today that pastel's the new normal, and I'm like, it is. It really is. But here's the thing: would you rather have a pastel or would you rather have a puzzle or a puzzle? I read puzzle.
A
John,
normal.
a normal. John's in there.
I have so much pastel in my collection that I'm like anti-pastel. I'll only be like from that angle. Like I don't want any more of it. I don't need any more. I think in my Monarch project, every single female but one has pastel in her. So I have
Yeah,
two pastel double hets. I have two pastel leopard double het Monarch clowns, and
yeah,
then I have a normal double het. So
yeah,
and then I have pastel and a bunch of other snakes. It's just like I don't want any more of it. I don't dislike it. I mean, I don't think it's really super. I don't like it in clown.
yeah,
I even though I have a Leo pastel clown pied female, I don't like it.
yeah,
I'm not a big fan of it, but I don't hate it. But I don't
yeah.
want any more of it.
Oh yeah, I would rather have it than a normal, honest to God.
Oh
Because
yeah,
if
yeah,
we get like we have a super pastel, we got a pastel het lab, we've got two pastel labs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'd rather have something in it to
And then
reduce chances
pure
of norms.
marketing standpoint too, if you're gonna be selling offspring or whatever, you know, it's
Pastels
just
look prettier than
yeah,
norms.
yeah, and the price goes up a little bit, probably have a little bit more of a interest in the snake as well. I mean, normals are
Yeah. So
I've
I'll
seen
give a
normal
shout
them
out because I'll give a
good.
shout out because he's never in there. So Oni Durago talks is John. Feel free to harass him in the chat, guys. Lynch him. My John. Not other people. Like my John. He's sitting on the other side of the couch. Be
What's
like
he doing? Oh.
switching. Oh god, he's switching now. Are you switching your account?
Is he saying monarch while he twitches? Just over and over again? Monarch.
No,
Monarch.
he's switching his YouTube account because I called him out, which is funny because I'll just call him out again. And he's laughing because he thinks it's funny. How old are you? 12? Oh my god, he won't come on camera.
No, that's a great thing you got going on. Is you got John, he's over here and he doesn't want to be on camera, but you've got this whole thing going on with this mystery man. You know, it's kind of got a cool little thing to it.
There's a few people like we chatted, like people just messaging me in private and talking about stuff that are dying to get him on camera.
I saw him on camera one time. I don't know
Yeah,
what you
really
were doing.
quickly.
Yeah, really quickly. He had said something and you zipped the camera over there and quick glimpse. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know if it was like
yeah.
Christmas or something like
And
that.
then, yeah, and then he like ran up. When we were in Santa Street,
Yeah,
yeah, that was not
yeah,
Christmas.
yeah.
That was New Year's Eve
New
in
Year's
Santa
Eve. Okay.
Street. Yeah, and
Yeah.
he was not impressed with me for flashing him in a Santa onesie. So we got them for Christmas and we were going down to see family, and I'm just like, we are wearing the Santa suits with the matching kids and elves suits. And he's like, no. And he's like, I'm like, yes, we are. And he's like, no, we're not. So who won? Okay, there's John on his new other account visiting exotic carnivores. Like, guys in the chat, please harass John. Please. You guys harass me enough and tease me. Tease John. Tease John. We'll all tell him banana sucks and trigger the crap out of him. So Billy made a good point about like if you were to die, what would happen to your steak. So we already know what's happening to ours because we have kids, so we automatically think of this stuff.
Yeah.
And then Billy made a thing about like, well, what happens if one person dies? What would you do? And I'd be like, I'd be selling a lot of banana and mahogany. Bye
Really?
bye.
You're not a
Yeah.
big fan of banana?
No.
Yeah. I
Are
feel like
you?
that's not really. That's what I was saying. When I first got into and I saw banana as a hatchling, I was like, wow. And I couldn't understand why it was so cheap, and then I realized, after learning and seeing a full grown one with freckles and no color to it really, just kind of dulled out. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of the Exantic either. For the same
I
reasons.
like it. I like it in certain things.
I think pied it holds better.
MJ, yeah.
Well, MJ
Definitely.
holds better all around. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree. But I wouldn't waste it, honestly, in anything other than pied.
Yeah, that lightning pied combo is a good one. That's MJ's a Canadian line, right? It's mostly up there, isn't it?
Marcus Jade.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I never knew that. That's funny.
Yeah.
It's their initials, huh?
I found out TSK was for the snake keepers.
Oh, the initials,
TSK, yeah. And
I don't know.
I think Nerd has a line.
Is it Nerd?
I don't.
What is the other line? There's a
TSK.
There's like a Joffy line. There's a Joffy line or something.
Yeah.
And then there's
DPI. I do love Exampic in certain things. There's some I don't like it in. Like John's got this idea for a project. I'll put it out here. So John's got this idea for a project. I'm kind of like, okay, you go ahead and do it because I like what he wants out of the project. I don't care about what the other options that could come out of this project. I love.
Yeah.
So he wants to make an exotic lavender pie.
That'd be pretty cool. I bet you that'd be really high
So
contrast.
yeah. So he wants to we're gonna try to pick up and put the money into a female lightning pie this year, which is not gonna be cheap.
No, not at
No,
all.
but while we're growing it out, we're going to hopefully produce a male dreamsicle during that time. I have a few shots at it. I have enough dream stuff that within the time we're growing this out, we should hit one and have one. So we'll put a male lavender pied, a male dream to
Yeah.
the female lightning pied, get pied with double hets, smash them together. So, I mean, we could have clutches of more lightning pies. We could have a clutch with dreams exposed. And then we have the shot of his segment. But it's a triple recessive. So, I mean,
Yeah.
if John wants to work that project, you go right for it, babe. Like, I like what comes out of it. Everybody in the background.
Yeah, that's my wife. She's probably try and take pictures of me or exploit me in some weird way.
Oh,
I'll hear
cute.
about it later.
Is she watching
Yeah.
in the living room?
She
Probably.
probably is. I don't know. I think she was.
Oh,
I think she might have got off now.
cool. If you're still watching, can you come in and smack him really hard?
You don't have to ask her.
I'm not, I'm
She
telling.
knows already.
John, would you shut up about the banana, please? Like,
Banana Monarch, Hoggins.
oh God, don't give him ideas.
Uh,
Please don't. Please don't. Now he's gonna want to make. He can't hear you, so he
I
needs
was
to
gonna say
hear
he can't even
that.
hear me, but man, I'm sure he
No,
wish he could.
John Jacobson. Next, you have to make banana mahogany monarch.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, no,
See? Simple.
John, be nice to Philip. We love Philip. Petey uses Philip. John doesn't know who everybody is. He knows, like, I'll be like, oh, I'm talking to, like, Philip. I'm talking to so-and-so. But he
Yeah.
doesn't know, like, their actual business name. Petey's reptile is Philip. And Philip loves Coral Glow / banana, which is the same thing.
And Kathleen
But
won't discuss
actually, it's not that I won't discuss it. They can go ahead and discuss it. I just have no opinions because it sucks.
it. Yeah. Yeah, not a big thing.
I
Each their
mean,
own.
the one. Oh no, it wasn't. What did I say that you said no to? Oh my God, I'm gonna yank the freaking headphones out of here. So you can and just scooch over so you can just come on the freaking thing. Like this is. Comment down below if you want to see John on one of these things, guys.
Yes.
Because it's probably annoying every time I'm over like this. Yes, John.
John needs to do his own podcast.
Actually, John's hoping to get into the carnivorous plants, and he's gonna do like videos, but like it's just his hands and his voice. Like it won't be him.
It's gonna be like interpreted dance and stuff.
Yeah, interpretive dance with the plants. Like that's what's gonna be. Interpretive dance with the plants, maybe.
Interpretive
Shaking his
hand
head at
dance.
me. Yeah.
I'll say that
Like
3 times.
no. I'm stuffed up like I can't even breathe through my nose. So when you're not talking, I'm like
Yeah.
like mouth breathing like a disgusting creeper.
How cold is it out there right now? In Fahrenheit.
In
You
Fahrenheit.
guys
I
don't
don't
know.
know what it is in Fahrenheit. John, how cold is it outside in Fahrenheit? not Celsius. John's using a calculator right now because
I used to know a little trick on how to figure it out, but I don't remember what it was.
he's like, it'll be negative 32 at here. I'm like, huh?
Negative?
No, he's doing the freaking math in his
Oh,
head.
I thought you. Yeah.
I thought he was using a calculator, but he's doing the Fahrenheit math in his head. Oh no, Philip, he sees that you invited him. You can invite him, you can message him on Instagram and harass him. I doubt you will get him on. Like I can't even get him on, and I have things I can bribe him with that you can't.
You could literally just turn the camera and like put it right on him right now. Like you hold that
No,
power.
because if I do, like my whole setup will be screwed. It's all set up like I have to have my phone a certain way, or the phone cord doesn't charge the phone,
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
at 47%.
Yeah.
So it's 20. It's 20 degrees Fahrenheit out.
Jeez. I think we get like 30 at the coldest
Oh,
where
it's
I'm at
not
in
even.
California.
It's actually pretty warm out for us today.
I was gonna say that's
Yeah.
probably not that as cold as it's gonna get for you.
No. We had
No.
snow on Halloween.
You guys get down in the negative, huh? Well, Fahrenheit. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't. I don't know how the Celsius
Oh, it's
works.
only -7 out. So it's -7 Celsius.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, that's like sweater weather.
Yeah.
Like to us.
Yeah. That's nothing.
Philip really wants to know if you want to discuss banana and coral glow on Saturday on the podcast. What? It's your day off. I'll try to convince him. Marshall will be on, and Zach and Shane too, and Philip. You know Shane. He's shaking his head and walking down the hallway now.
He's making an escape.
He's making the escape. He's the official, escaper. I don't know. He just doesn't want to be on camera.
Yeah. I was like that for a long time.
Cheeto had him on camera for a good 10 minutes one day.
Wow.
Yeah.
How'd he pull that off?
Did.
Carnivorous plants?
Yeah.
Is it?
That's how he did. Yeah, that's how he did it.
I was just kidding, but yeah, I guess that works.
Yeah. He asked him a question, and then John was, I was holding the phone, and then I gave it to John, and without John realizing he was on the live, and then I walked away. So he had nowhere to put the phone. And Cheeto had him on for like a good 10 minutes. So, yeah, nice. I'd like to get him on more. I think it would be fun to do a couples night.
Yeah.
And you guys could see us bicker.
Yeah.
Yes, I know, Phil, if you didn't want to come on camera. I had ways of convincing you, though. So Philip has never been on camera. He's very shy. And I said, okay, what if I did a round table with people you trust, and we'll bring you on and put you on camera for the first time? And that's how we're doing it. So that's actually this Saturday, which will be me, Philip, with PD's Reptiles, Zach with Nava Reptiles, Marshall with Marshall Lawnmower, and Shane from Small Town Exotics. I don't know if you ever heard of Small Town Exotics. I mean, he's a small little YouTuber. He doesn't do much stuff yet. He's still quiet, like behind the scenes, really. Yeah, I don't know if you know who Shane from Small Town is.
Yeah, Shane?
I don't even think he has a logo yet. Like he needs to up his social media presence.
Yeah, right.
Like really. Yeah, that guy's everywhere, by the way.
I know. My first impression of him is funny. He was on a live with, this was back in March, maybe even. He was in a
Yeah.
live with Dead Mouse, which is a breeder out here in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
And my first impression of Shane was I was watching them and they were talking about, I think they were talking about genetic stripe and clown,
Yeah.
or genetic stripe in general. And Shane was talking about how he likes genetic stripe and he's working with it and he's got different stuff. And this guy just like unleashed on Shane, like, oh, why are you doing that project? There's nothing there. There's no money to be made there. There's nothing. It's not good. Like he was like totally like right. And I can see Shane in his face, like just like he was just nodding his head and just kind of going with it. But you could see it in his eyes. He was just like this odd. It was funny. That was my first impression of Shane.
Yeah. I just was watching his videos.
Yeah. I didn't
That
even know that he had videos or anything. I just thought he was, from just seeing his Instagram, I thought he was just like me, kind of starting out. And it turns out he hasn't been doing it for that long, but he's done a lot and he's reached out a lot.
oh,
It's cool.
sorry,
His
excuse me.
YouTubing and stuff is,
Yeah,
good.
I was watching his
Good.
I was watching his videos, and then I seen Billy give him like video artist of the week back when they used to put it on the, like when they were doing a video, they would have a YouTube video on the TV, the facility. And I'm like, I know that guy. I've been watching him. And my daughter is obsessed with him. And then
Right.
then I joined Billy's Patreon, and that's where I met him. And we've been friends ever since. Like, he was my first subscriber on Instagram. Oh, John, shut up. He was
It was
my
an early
first.
one too.
Yeah,
I think I was like top 10 maybe.
yeah, but yeah, he was my first on Instagram. He was my first person to hop in a live that I was doing. He was the first person when I started the series to volunteer to do the series. Like, just he's been big team Kathleen and John right from the get go. Like back before we had a name.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Remember that.
he's the biggest hype man. I've been mentioned in 2 of his videos recently, like back to back with the spice balls. I
That's
regret
funny.
saying that. I still regret saying that. It's become its own thing now. I don't know if you caught that live.
What? Which one?
The ladies' night one.
I started watching parts of it, but I was in and out of doing stuff with the family at that point. I remember, but yeah, I'll need to go back and watch it.
Because there was 5 of us, someone said we looked like the Spice Girls, but like, but we're ball python breeders. Oh my god, we're the Spice Balls.
Yeah, I seen that Spice Balls thing. I figured that's what that was. That's funny.
I'm like, yeah, regret opening my mouth now. So we have a Bongo Spice, we've got a DG Spice, I'm Leopard Spice, and I can't remember what the other 2 were. Like,
That's
I'll
hilarious.
have to go listen back. So yeah. Yeah. So is there any projects you're looking to get into at this point though? Or are you kind of happy where you're at?
I think I'm happy where, well, I mean, if you gave me a bunch of money right now, I could make myself unhappy and find something to make me happy. But currently, I'm happy with where I'm at. There's things I want to like do moving forward with what I have. Like, there's some ingredients I need still that I'm looking to get. I've kind of slowly added some things into stuff. I got my most recent pickups were a Fire Cypress head ultra male female.
Yeah. Right.
And I really wanted Cypress, and I got it from JKR. Pretty good deal for me. I'd bought a bunch from him already, so he was willing to work with me, I guess. And then Blackhead Mojave, or sorry, Blackhead Inchy double het Desert Ghost Clown male from Sebastian at Showcase. He's gonna be like my I'm gonna use him for like my couple seasons down the road when I have visual females. I want to get the blackhead in there so bad. I love blackhead. I think it's great.
Blackhead. Ooh,
that's one of the main things I like.
You can pick up one ball python for free, but it has to already exist. What are you buying? uh,
Oh
the
man.
one I want, the one I
Yeah.
want, I can't say what it is because it's top secret, but it
But does it
exists.
already exist?
It does exist.
Okay.
I can't.
Ah, man, I don't know.
Yeah,
Already exists. I gotta. Oh man. So basically, it'd have to be something in that realm of triple recessive DG clown,
actually, you
and
know
I don't
what?
even know what. I don't know.
I'd like to get a Ultramel DG
Yeah,
because that will
that's what I'm
work with
saying.
so many. Yeah.
Have to be something like that in clown or something. Put clown in it, but I don't know if those exist. Probably not.
We'll go right ahead and say the asphalt. Just we'll say the project I want, Super Asphalt Ultramel DG, because I can imagine that's going to be insane.
Yeah, I'm a big fan, super big fan of asphalt, super asphalt. Like even more so than like freeway stuff, like which was what drove me
Yeah.
to that project. But now
Oh, I
I'm just
love
like, man,
freeway stuff.
I want super freaking asphalt. I want to be like
I
the California version of of Billy with the asphalt, man.
I'm trying to avoid using Yellow Belly unless I want to make freeways.
Yeah,
If I want
yeah,
Yellow Belly in something now, I'm using asphalt instead.
yeah.
Because here's
Well,
the
that's
thing, that
smart.
way I can keep breeding, and then I don't have to worry about, oh well, that's not like ash, one of the yellow
Yeah,
belly complexes. I don't have to worry about that because a freaking super asphalt is not a white snake.
yeah,
So I mean, I've got two asphalts in my collection. I'm putting it in everything.
yeah. That was my big twist. Like from what I initially bought back in March, I bought a few more things a couple months later, but then like more recently has been my like just I just had to have some asphalt, man. I had to. And that's when I bought my male. So he's locked with I have an inchy het clown female that he's locked with. So hoping for inchy super inchy. The best I can make is super inchy asphalt clown, which would be crazy. But the
Yeah,
odds are not in my favor whatsoever.
never know.
Yeah,
Sacrifice a
I mean
goat.
that's the beauty of it. That's the fun of it. Like cutting those eggs open, it's like it's like almost like that feeling when you're gambling or any kind of like anticipation of surprise. It's just like I mean I can only
Yeah.
imagine.
Justin with Legacy Morph wants to know what Exantic line do y'all use. I don't have any Exantic yet, but I'm going after MJ because I want to do Lightning Tide. So yeah.
And that's pretty much. I mean I don't have any. If I was planning on getting some, but if I did get some now, I would probably hold out and try to get some MJ. From what
Yeah.
I've seen, it's light years
If
ahead
we're
of the
just
others.
talking about straight up Exantic, if we're going the whole spectrum of Exantic and including other types of Exantic, hands down, I would go for Black Exantic.
Yeah, I Sebastian had a project of that going on, and I think he got out of it. He was selling I think all his females sold, but he had some breeder females for sale for a while there. I think he only has the
Um,
male left.
the
But
most insane one I've seen, Corey Martin from Corey Martin Reptiles. I did a live
right,
with her and she showed me it, and the thing was pretty much black.
that's crazy.
And
What
I'm
about
like, I
markings and stuff?
want this.
Did it
There was,
have like the
yeah, it had markings. Like, it
right?
was almost like the black was black, and then the gray part um, is like dark gray to the point where it's about to turn black.
Okay,
So you
yeah,
can see the difference.
it's crazy. I'm not too familiar with that one,
Yeah.
but if I was gonna
I
get,
mean,
okay.
Justin, you can talk to John about that. I don't know if he wants to use TFK or not because he wants to do the same thing, but we're doing it with MJ, the lavender Exantic Tide combos too. John,
Yeah, Although those I think with those Leo Clown Exantics that Billy produced, those ones were VPI, weren't they?
I can't remember. I think they're VPI.
Yeah, I think
Yes,
they were
they were
VPI.
VPI. The leopard ones. Yeah. See, I want to get Clown into lightning tides. I think that would look sickening,
Oh yeah.
especially if you threw in like NC in there or maybe
Oh yeah.
Blackhead.
Yep. I know what you're saying there. I can picture that.
Yeah,
They
I
clean it
think
up
that's
so
gonna look
much.
insane. I think that's gonna look. That's been my goal since I first decided we wanted to breed. Is I'm like I want to do Clown lightning tides. Like, so that's why I want to get that female lightning pie to grow her up because I have a cloud.
Yeah. Let's throw it.
So throw it.
Boom.
Yeah.
Put it together.
Put it together,
Yeah,
see what
that'd be
happens.
that
That's
is
going to
cool.
be like a 10-year project. Like,
Yeah,
not even
I know. It
keep throwing
sucks.
triple hets together until they
I'm
produce something.
yeah, I'm playing double head all over the place, and it's like it could I could hit something this year with that, a couple of those combos, or I not hit anything for 5. That's just the
Yeah.
way it goes. But for me, I mean, that's part of it for me too. Is I wanted to, do it. I didn't want to just, you know, go buy
Yeah.
what I wanted to make the things that I've seen and the things that I've heard about, and that, that are just out of reach, anyways, financially. But something that make your own. Something about that itself is just like always
Well,
been.
I try not to buy pos pets at all
Yeah, no,
unless
concept is
unless
scary.
it's a bonus. Unless it's a
Yeah,
bonus. Like if it's got other stuff in it that I want and it just happens to be 66 or 50% het something, cool, that's a bonus. If it proves it,
yeah,
great. Like we have that banana mahogany spot nose HRA 50% het hypo that I'm like, I want to know if it's hypo or not. Because then that'll turn from John Snake to my
yeah,
snake because
yeah.
I love hypo.
It's funny you say that because I got a black pastel, 100% het ultra male, 66% het hypo female, and I don't got anything to prove it out with. I don't have any male hypo yet, but I mean, for me, I didn't buy it for that. But now that I'm looking at it, it's like,
Well, I
I think that would
mean,
look great. I think that would look
that's one of
amazing.
Tom from Atypical Origins and I were talking about this on a live one day, 5-hour live. Um, there's a company or a research company with scientists. They're trying to lock down all the genes on ball pythons through their sheds. It's a whole scientific thing. So they
Yeah.
can take the. I think Billy talked about it Monday actually. So they take the sheds and they can determine certain genes if it's het or if it hasn't. And I'm like, could
No
you imagine
shit.
if that hit at a commercial scale? Like we're far away from that.
Yeah.
I would freaking, it's $60 to check one of my states. I would do it.
So you could learn, you would
Not to
know, like if you put
everything.
50% possible, you could take it in, they take the sheds in or whatever, and they
That nail the
analyze it,
shed in. Yeah.
and they'll tell you exactly what it has. That's
Or
game
if you
changing right
had
there.
like, oh my God, if you had something like an ivory or a superfire
Yeah.
or a
That's what
bell,
yeah.
and then you're
God, I
not
wish I
sure
had that
what's
right
in
now.
it. Yeah. Yeah. That's the
Speaking of
thing. They can
ivory,
tell you.
my ivory is the meanest son of a bitch snake I've ever seen in my life.
Oh,
I mean,
mine's a sweet
oh,
girl.
I can't even touch her. Like every time I open, she's snapping at me. She's always been like that. I, I quit trying. I
we
throw
got
the rat
our
in, and I walk away.
we
She
got
always
ours
eats.
at 2. Yeah, we got ours at 2.5, and she had never been handled. And
Really? In
she's the
school?
sweetest girl. Yeah,
Man. I'm just
the
thinking like I
sweetest.
thought she was gonna get better because she was a little hatchet. Well, she wasn't a hatchet. She was probably about 180 grams, maybe 200. And I was, a lot of my snakes were like that initially, you know, she just never grew out of it. Or she's a lot bigger now. She's probably 800, 900 grams, but she's
Yeah.
still just posed and ready to go, man. It's a pain in the ass to
Corey
clean
ha-
her.
Corey Huff made a good thought process for the skin or the shed thing. Yellow belly
Oh
gravel
yeah.
asphalt.
Oh hell yeah. That's
Here's
probably
the
one of
thing.
the biggest.
Uh,
Such a game changer
I'm
if that happened.
Here's the thing though. I'm at the point that if like in my collection, I'm very comfortable with buying Poss yellow bellies, Poss asphalt. Like if you don't know which one it is, I got something for all occasions downstairs
And you can
because
find
guess
out, yeah, and it's worth whatever it's worth to you. If it's another yellow belly, well, you got the asphalts to put it with, or you got, you can make some super yellow bellies to put with some
yeah,
super asphalts and make freeways all day long if you wanted.
yep.
So many
I got an
possibilities.
I got an ivory downstairs. A female ivory downstairs. I got a male Mojave asphalt. I got a female asphalt. I got a female, which I'm growing up right now. I have a female yellow belly, Poss Motley, Het Cloud. I'm growing out. We've got a yellow belly, 100% Het Pied, Poss Het Lavender. So I mean, we're good. Oh, and it's also Poss Billie Jean. So we're pretty covered.
Yeah.
And
You
then I
can do
have a
anything.
possible freeway clutch.
Yeah. That's always good.
So yeah, so we're pretty covered. We're pretty covered. I don't mind buying them now. Don't care. I'll prove
Yeah.
it out either way.
Yeah. I'm taking the long road with the asphalt. I got the one male, and that's gonna be it for a while. Unless if I do purchase something, it'll probably be a female uh
Here's the thing though.
asphalt.
I treat asphalt like a recessive.
Yes. So I know what you mean. Definitely. It's about the supers.
It's about the supers. It's
Yeah.
about yeah. It's to me it's het asphalt. Like that's
Yeah.
how I treat it myself.
Yeah. I mean, really, if you really think about it, you can do that with a lot of the genes. Like I always wonder how they determine, because if in reality, like the monsoon debate, it could go either way, and it's crazy to
Yeah.
think, but it's like, how do we know that a lot of the other genes aren't screwed up like that? Where they got it wrong, called it a codon, when it was really or vice versa.
You're only gonna know by
Oh,
looking at the DNA, like scientists looking at the DNA. Corey Huff, well, the value also in not burning a year improving one direction or the other. Here's the thing though, with things like for me, for asphalt and yellow belly, I love freeways. I love super asphalt. I love ivories. I can't go wrong either way.
yeah, and you
Either
can't go
way,
wrong
I'm
either way
gonna
too,
hit.
because if you
Oh,
produce ivories
produce a
as a
super.
breeder, those are great to have. I
Oh
think
yeah,
maybe not for like the market so much, or if that's your mindset, but as far as
I'm
like a
never
breeder, like
getting rid of
holding
my
back
feet.
stuff,
I'm
I'll hold
never
back
getting.
every ivory I make.
I'm never getting rid of my female ivory
Yeah,
ever. Not even
yeah,
like it's not even that like if she was just she wasn't one of her first dates and she was just something we bought to breed. Like I'd never sell her. Why would you sell a super, a female
yeah,
super?
yeah.
I just
There's so much you
wouldn't.
could do with it, especially something that is the complex of freeway, and building up all like that, that aspect. Like you said, it's like a hit. There's
Yeah.
too much involved. You can't, having those supers in there is important.
Now, if I do get the Mojave freeway this year and I get a male, as soon as that's up to breeding size, my Mojave asphalt out the door. It's gone. Like on to the next one
Right. Oh yeah,
because
that
I
makes
have
sense.
something better to replace it.
Yeah. And ready to
So
go too. Maybe keep it for one
ready
year
to
just
go.
in case.
Well, yeah, I'm waiting to study get such a breeding size.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, I got a few of
because
those that I'm already looking at. I have the Mojave that I had out earlier, the Mojave Het Clown. That was the first one I bought. And
yeah,
just from that local guy, Mike from RP Reps. And he has like no breeding value to me. Like as far as like I'm never gonna use him probably in any project, but he's like my first. So he's kind of like my pet in a way. I mean, he's probably the coolest. I mean, I rub him on his head. He's got no fear. He's just like super confident and like chill, and he's good to have the kids handle and stuff. Like he's the perfect pet. And I'll never get rid of him, even though he doesn't have any. When I bought him, he had plans. But you know how that
yeah.
goes, and you start buying more snakes, and you get better snakes, and then all of a sudden you got you know too many males.
Yeah,
No,
that's the problem with our collection. Too many males right now. We're kind of like 60% females, 40% males, which isn't too bad.
seems like everyone does
For
that. It's not like it's not even a mistake at this point. It's more of like a learning lesson. Like that's everyone has to
it's
do that. You know,
it's
I rarely
the
hear a
whole
story of
thing.
somebody that said, "Yeah, I bought 30 females and 5 males." You never hear that.
Oh my god, no! And see, half of the reason it's that way is because we have three collections: his, hers, and ours.
Yeah,
So any jeans
that's
we
different too.
share that we both want to use, we buy males. But sometimes someone buys things that are males to make more things of, but
Yeah,
doesn't think that, oh, hey, it's just a code of. I don't need to make 20 bajillion mahoganies. I should just buy a female, not a male.
yeah.
So that I had to go behind him and buy the female when you were buying your male mahogany to make more mahoganies. And then I was like, no, if you're buying a mahogany, you're buying a female. So then we got both. Like I had to, yeah.
That
It's
is so
just,
funny.
oh my
That is
God.
so funny.
My life. I love you. I love you, babe. But yeah, for a little, this year we are not getting any males unless it's spectacular things.
Yeah,
The focus now is recessive females, more females.
yeah.
Hold
That
back
just
anything we
asphalt.
produce.
Really, I've got a lot of clown. I do have a like a kind of like a spin off from Justin's Magma thing. I bought a bunch of het clown stuff, black pastel yellow belly, spot nose
Yeah.
yellow belly, het clown, and those unfortunately I wish it didn't have the yellow belly now because I have this asphalt mill and I want to build up an asphalt army. That's my next move. That's my next like growth probably. I feel good in my other projects, and I know what I have coming and going. Like I know my monarchs are nothing's going to happen this season. I'm gonna
Yeah.
it's next season, and
Yeah.
so it's kind of like with asphalt. I want to build that army. I want to have you know, and that's just
Yeah.
for me like anything female besides pastel at clown, that I can put with the asphalt and just get as much asphalt as I can out of it. That's the game plan.
Justin, stop encouraging John. Like seriously, stop encouraging. Because then he's gonna keep buying bales. No, we're hoping the odd gods are good to us this year, and if we get any clutches, we get tons of females. The only thing I want that's male to come out of my eggs is a Mojave freeway. That male. I need that male. I need it.
Yeah. Well, that's a
If not,
powerhouse,
I'll deal.
really.
If not, I'll deal with the female and just keep my male and push it.
And the
But
cool thing about males is if you hit that visual with the male and you got the females, the double hets or the hets or the
yeah,
whatever, the, you know, Kodam or whatever,
yep,
you have, you know, a year and that male's going to probably be breeding and you're going to be popping visuals out like crazy.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping for males mostly this year. I think that'd be
No, there you go.
beneficial in my projects. That'd be beneficial for me to have the males because I have all the
We're
females. I need
we're only
you know,
buying females. Like I'm hoping to score from Marshall on Morph down the states. I want to get a blackhead lace female from him. We'll
nice.
import. We'll import. I'm buying him and sending him copy, Chris. Because I love
Wow.
him. Yeah, I'm gonna mail him copy, Chris, to like be my deposit on the stake that doesn't even exist yet because he's just pairing it. I
Well,
want
you
it.
like Orange Dream? Are you a fan of Orange Dream?
Love it.
Yeah, me too. I got a Orange Dream hat Ultramel from Ozzy, the
Nice. So
little
tired.
girl. So hopefully, yeah, I'm excited about that. My
Yeah.
Ultramel thing is purely like for my own enjoyment. Like I don't even like. It's like eventually I want to put it in the other recessives and stuff that I got going, but it's literally just like I want to make Ultramels, man. I love them. I want to have them, and I want to do a
Yeah.
lot of the different stuff with them, like the darks and the Orange Dream. I mean, that's not so.
If you like
Different, but
ultimately, really,
jeans
really
with
should
ultra
talk
milk.
to Zach. You should really talk to Zach from Nav and Reptiles. He just hatched out a clutch that is Mojave Trick Head Ultra Mel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
He's getting them established now.
So tempting. Man.
Yeah. Nav the Reptiles. NAVA. So yeah, I'd hit him up.
Damn. Yeah.
Would you? Oh my God, Justin and John sitting in a tree. MAHO.
Is that John in
Jenny.
the exquisite and exotic carnivores?
Yep.
Is that John?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Justin with Legacy Morph. Like, he's got a bromance going on. They do. Excuse me. All right. Yeah. By now I hit him. I mean,
Yeah.
the pillow landed on him hard.
Yeah.
I don't know what not him. No, no more banana. You have 3 bananas. That is enough bananas. Yes, you have the banana. You have the banana mahogany spot nose HRA, and then you have the female banana fire.
Right.
And then my super fire has a chance of being banana. So I think you're covered. You good now?
I need more banana.
No,
He can't hear me though, right?
he can't hear you. No,
Okay.
no.
So
he
yeah,
can't. He knows.
scratch that.
Like, no. I mean, mahogany is not too bad in certain combos, but I'm not as crazy for it as John is. John's like Gaga for mahogany.
I think it's cool in clown. I think it's cool in pied. I'm not
I
sure what
like
it would do.
mahogany and clown. I don't.
Yeah.
He wants to assume everything. Meanwhile, I'm like, I would rather have the single gene mahogany
Yeah,
and go from
because then you'll get
there.
more pattern. You get more pattern out of
Yeah,
it, you know,
more pattern.
contrast and stuff.
I'm a pattern girl, so
Yeah. Well,
I
especially
mean,
if you're doing something with clown or something, you know, that's the whole point of clown, really, is
yep,
that pattern. So if you're doing something super dark, you're not going to see the contrast. But yeah, mahogany. I love mahogany and clown. I like it in pied. I mean, sumapides are cool. You know, I think they're probably one of my favorites out of the pieds.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, you're working on it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Those are from Sebastian as well.
Mahogany, blackhead, city, leopard clown. Like you wouldn't be able to even see anything if you black.
Jesus. You forgot black pastel and what else? Throw some inchy in there too.
Yeah, like let's throw some mystics for good measure. No, I didn't show him the mahogany hidden genes robot cloud.
Oh, what do we got here?
No,
Oh,
it's
fat
a
baby.
baby.
The fat baby.
This
Say
is,
hi, fat baby. Hi.
oh, hi. Oh, you're so cute. You're cuter than my little one. My little ones are cranky right now.
Look at who's that?
It's like some weird lady.
He's starting to wave.
Oh, and your wife's taking pictures in the background. It's great.
Yeah.
You posting on Facebook? My
I don't know.
husband did a live.
We got rid of Facebook. We got over that a few years back.
Yeah,
Just too much drama on there, man. It was consuming
I stay
sometimes.
at a group. I technically run a maritime, like where I live, reptile group, and I don't even do anything. Like I just own it by name only.
I've tried to make a Facebook for my Sybil Serpents, and I ended up screwing it up somehow. And now it's like an account with just my name, and I can't get back on it because I forgot what I used for a password. I mean,
Oh
I
dear
know
Lord.
I can find out, but Yeah. Now I get alerts all the time about the 98 notifications I have and someone I might know.
Oh my
That's
God.
fun. I gotta get
Yeah,
on
I
somehow.
mean, we use it for family.
Yeah, that's what my personal Instagram is for that mainly, and that's a little bit easier to stay out of trouble. And and then I have my Sybil Serpents page as well for the industry.
Yeah.
But yeah,
All
Facebook
right.
was too much.
So it's coming to that portion of the evening that I'm going to take questions from the audience. And I did something I really enjoyed with martial lawnmowers. I thought it was really fun. So I'm going to do it again. Just so you're aware. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have dropped the link. If you want to pop in, ask a question, give some advice, click on the link, and I will bring you onto the screen. We did it with martial lawnmowers, and it was so much fun.
That's funny.
Usually I do it for the mentor series, but you know,
Give
I
it a
mean, there's
shot.
9 of you. There's 9 of you in here, so I mean, somebody must want to know something. And please remember, we're going into our first season, so we know Jack.
Yeah.
I know male ball python has 2 head of seeds.
Yeah. Can you pop them pretty good or what? I think we talked about that. One of you's a popper and one of you's a prober.
John's a popper. I'm a prober.
That's right.
I can pop the little ones, but I can't pop the big ones. And John's
too.
just like blink.
I can't do the big ones. I don't really have any huge males, but I mean, when they're little, I can do them. But when they're like my Mojave's like 1,100 grams, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't pop them. I try all the time. I can get sperm popped out of them somewhat, where I'm like, okay, it's a male.
I can't even
but
do that.
I can't get the hemopins to come out for enough of the life of me.
Nope.
But it's weird.
Nope. And we have a snake that was sold to us as male. John popped it as female. I probed it as female. But for some reason, and somebody else probed it as female, we had them double check and popped it. For some reason, that thing likes to throw out its scent glands all the time. So I think that's what the breeder saw, because that thing's got like huge butt scent glands. Like it'll be just like I'll pick it up and it'll be crawling up my arm, and it's just like, let me scent you.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's possible.
Super weird.
Makes sense.
It's a
trippy.
So yeah, I can't even pop, but I think I'm gonna wait till I go up and see Billy and get Billy to teach me how to pop, because I can't do it the greatest. I'm not. No. John, meanwhile, is like, bloop, but I can probe, no problem. I prefer to probe.
Yeah, I have a probe set. I've done a lot of the probing with corn snakes. I haven't done it with my ball pythons. I mean, I don't know. I should be practicing. I got that pastel Leo clown lesser Leo clown that my stepson had out earlier. That's my practice snake, because he's not totally small, but he's not big, but I can still kind of mess with him, and he lets me do whatever. He's a real mellow snake too, so that's what I worry about. Some of these, man, if I ever have to, they're gonna be so pissed off. The double het monarch clown, spot nose Leo male is freaking pretty gnarly too.
But we did have one snake that like it just wouldn't lock, and we were at 6 odor, and I probed it, and it probed female for me.
One or a different one?
What? The clown.
Is that the same one you were talking about, or wasn't there 2 that you had to have to?
No, this would have been the 3rd one. So this snake was just, this clown would not lock, and doing research, I found out I was in 6 odor, and it never locked for anybody. And I'm like, has anybody bothered to check the sex on this thing? So we checked it, and I probed it as female. Like it didn't hit the second belly scale. Like there was the wall. And
Yeah,
John popped it, and there was nothing there.
yeah.
Guess what? We got some other effort to lock to a female. Like
What?
confirmed lock. Yeah.
And we thought it was a female. We sold you as a male that wouldn't lock, and then you finally got it to lock.
Yeah.
Well,
But
that's
it's
trippy.
just but it probed and popped as female,
Yeah, that is a weird
which
thing.
is so odd.
Yeah.
Because
Whoa.
I mean, I've probed males and it goes in like,
Yeah.
whoop,
It goes
gone.
in a,
You barely get it in when it's a friggin' male or a female. Like
yeah,
it's like two belly scales. It hit belly
just,
scale and a half, and it was like, I'm done. And you hit
that's
that
crazy.
wall. Yeah. And John double checked, and there was no sperm. Like we looked in, you could see white, you couldn't see any purple. And
Weird.
then it freaking lost the mystic crystal, and I'm like, okay, well, at least I know what you are.
Yeah.
So it's not the size
Yeah.
of the boat. Oh, Justin. Oh my God. Really, really, Justin? Like, really?
Uh,
Are you having fun shaking your head at me? Peanut gallery over here. You don't even know what half the conversation is. So didn't do it.
that's funny.
They see nothing. They just see my arm moving. They see nothing. They don't know about your pillow falling onto you hard. So is your
Fall hard.
significant other really into the reptile stuff, or she's
So
just like, nah?
she's had reptiles before we were ever together. As a teenager, she had a
Oh,
red tail, and she's had a
yeah,
ball python later in life and stuff. And so she's likes snakes. She's not afraid of them. That's great. She's not really a part of the daily keeping of them or anything.
yeah,
She kind of leaves that up to me. But she's not like afraid of them or doesn't have any interest in them, which is cool. She's gaining more
yeah.
interest. It's just all confusing to her. I scared her off trying to talk to her about hets and codoms and you know
Even
visual
John,
recessive, and
though,
she just
e-
it freaked her out. It was like too much information, and I think she freaked out.
even John sometimes, and you've admitted it, the genetics are like, huh?
Yeah,
Like the best way to go about certain projects
yeah, that's when
with
it gets
seeds and
crazy
stuff.
when you start going through your own snakes and you're like looking at what you got, and you jump on the morph market calculator, and it's like,
I don't
man,
even need to do that.
well, no, but sometimes when you have like crazy snakes, I want to see the odds. When there's like 120 different
Yeah,
possibilities, sometimes in these combos, I want to see
yeah,
what the odds are, like the numbers, and
yeah,
yeah, but yeah, I mean, if you give me a gene list of animals or whatever, yeah, I can process it in my head. Um,
yeah. Well,
but
sometimes,
I couldn't.
like
I
with
couldn't in the
John,
beginning.
wants
That's for
to
sure.
know the. Well, like we have John wants to do a scuba project, so he's like, okay, with what we've got, what's the best way for me to go about this? And I'm like, first you need to search this way. Look at what you've got, and we'll go from there. Like I've told you, like I will tell you which ones to hold back that would give you the best
Yeah,
yield. Because I mean, he was into reptiles before me, but I'm the biology nerd.
yeah,
So I speak in morphs and genes.
yeah,
That's more my areas of expertise is the paperwork.
yeah.
And I mean, I help out with the animals too, obviously, but
Right.
he does more of the maintenance than I do. I'm just the vet, the breeder, the holder of the animal while you're cleaning it, the bitter. The give me an animal, I want to pet it. But when if push comes to shove, I'm the one that takes charge.
Yeah. That's the way
I'm
it
the brains,
usually
the
is.
brains of the operation.
Yeah.
Oh, John goes in on the broad. Oh, dear God, no, you're like the beast.
I was gonna say, what is John?
John's special is what he is. John is a special clown with stranger in it. And
Special clown
weirdo.
at normal. At normal.
No, he's a special clown weirdo stranger. That's what John is.
Puzzle. Mahogany banana.
No. Oh, God. We'll throw banana in there, too.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I'm going to give it 5 more minutes because it's getting late. And John's
Yeah,
yelling. I'm
that's
tired.
Cool. I got a
5
little
more
one.
minutes.
I'm the baby soothsayer. I put the baby to bed at night. So.
Oh, my God. John just goes, man, I'm expensive. Oh, my God.
See, you need a John cam. You need like a little section in the corner right here. It's just a little camera on John. Yeah. So we can see these. Yeah. So we can just see like the mannerisms. We don't even have to hear his voice or anything. You can even like from far away. I just want to see his mannerisms as these things are going on.
So they're thinking they need a John cam now, so we can put you in the corner. We don't even need to hear you, just to see your mannerisms. Like you would be the official peanut gallery. He's laughing his ass off. Oh my God. Why?
Great idea.
Not a great idea at all. Hold on. Let me give it the last 5 minutes.
We're going to switch mics. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Your phone now?
Okay, or? Yep. It's just on the phone mic.
Sounds different.
So guess what? We can hear John now.
All right. Be good.
You coming in for the last 3 minutes? Why not?
If he had to choose between mahogany and banana, what would John pick?
It would have to be banana.
Oh, he's picking banana.
Wow. Okay.
Ew.
How do you feel about that?
I would pick mahogany over banana.
I would too, personally. But that's me.
At least
we
mahogany
discussed how bad banana sucks anyways. We already discussed that. So.
Yeah. At least mahogany's useful.
At least banana is a base note that you can add things to.
I mean, I could add things to mahogany too.
But mahogany is an additive.
Mahogany is an additive. Yes, I'm aware. And banana is just stupid.
Banana is the base that you add things to.
Oh my God, this is the conversations in our house. Like most couples talk about, like, how was your day at work, honey?
Yeah.
And it's like, Monarch is stupid. Ultramall is stupid. Like, this is.
I have never said that Ultramall is stupid.
No, you said Ultramall sucks compared to Monarch.
That is true.
That is not true. Oh my God.
I don't know.
Yes, exactly. Justin and Legacy Morph said, nah, mahogany doesn't wash out and ruin everything it touches. Like banana. Actually, I will admit, the banana mahogany spot nose HRA we have is decent looking. Is he in shed? Pop down and take a look. See if he's in shed. He's been having a rough time shedding lately and eating and stuff. So John's gonna go take a look and see how he is. We're not trying to stress him out too much because we just got a meeting on his own. Like, he's never been able to eat properly. He would see the rat and he would just ignore it. Or he would miss it and then he'd put it in his mouth and he would grab it and coil and then he would like ignore it. So we would have to do not even assisted feeds. Like, we had to jam it down there and massage it down till it got to like about there into him, and then like nature took its course. But now we've got him. Yeah, now we've got it that he'll eat on its own. So I don't want to he's gonna go see how he is If he's chill and cool right now, he'll bring him up.
Banana
But
is HIV. It kills whatever it touches.
I'm gonna put that up here. Oh, Justin.
Oh,
I really hate Banana. I really do. It's not even pretty. What's funny?
it's pretty when it's a baby. That's it, though.
So what's funny is I had Toffee, and John goes, "Toffee is ugly," and I'm like, "It looks like a mother effing baby banana."
Yeah, it looks more banana than a banana. You banana.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think he's in the. I don't know. John's checking on him. Yeah, he's just if he's overly stressed, he or not in shed or whatever, we will where he's just starting to eat on his own. We won't super stress him out.
Yeah, that's probably best.
How's he doing? Hi, buddy. Oh, he's looking good.
He's a pretty.
He's a pretty. Hi, buddy. That's my buddy.
Oh, cool.
So like, he's different looking, eh?
Yeah.
Like, I wish. Hold on. I wish. Oh, see if I can get this RGB off. Nope. We're gonna have some like.
Like the lighting's weird. It's hard to see the. That's
Yeah.
a little better.
That's why I'm trying to fix it. Hold on, we'll just turn it off and then back on. Woohoo, that didn't even work. Try to fix it, guys. John, can you just unplug it and plug it back in? Okay. Oh man, this looks like a whole new different snake.
Finally kept it down and everything.
Yeah. Can you plug it back in there?
It is plugged in.
Woo!
Oh yeah, there you go. That's better.
Yeah.
You can see the yellows
Oh, he's starting to freckle.
already.
God damn it. Like, I don't know. Hold on, we'll see if we can like just show you how awesome this guy is.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's starting to freckle.
already.
Yeah. Like insane. He's super cool. He's got some paradoxing on him. He's all turned funny right now, too. The way he's sitting.
Yeah. He looks like he's like, hey now.
What's he at?
But I gotta call it. I gotta go put the baby to bed. I can hear her in there.
I
It
have
was great
to.
though. Thank you so much. This
That
is
was lots of fun. If you guys aren't following Jacob, go give him a follow. All his link, well, his link. He doesn't have links. He has a link. Is in the description below. A link for Instagram. Playing with your banana, like.
Well,
Oh my goodness!
that's when we need the little camera for perspective on him playing with his banana. Because I could imagine some people hear that and think something completely different than a ball python.
Not if they're watching this. Not if they're watching this. But yeah, no, thank you so much for coming, hanging out. Again, give Jacob a follow. Oh, another one I said I would shout it out. Brian Cusco started a whiskey channel. It's called Whiskey Wimps. He wants 100 followers by the end of the night. Go give him a sub over on the YouTubes.
Yeah. Give him 100.
And make sure you tell him that I sent you. Like,
yeah.
Tell him. Be like, Kathleen sent us.
Yeah.
But all right. Thanks, guys.